Alright guys, so there's an upgrade for the acid lab that we can unlock by doing 10 DAX work missions. So to unlock this, you guys will have to complete 10 DAX missions, and you're gonna go talk to this dude right here, and then we're gonna be going into this section, so lab equipment, and it's gonna be this right here, okay? So for this, easily done. Just go ahead and talk to Dax 10 times, complete 10 of those missions, which you can do every 50 or 48 minutes in the game, I believe. So it did take me a minute to unlock this, so I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this, and it's gonna cost me $250,000, which I already paid $750,000 for the acid lab itself. Okay, so going in here, what we're gonna do now is have the ability of earning more stock, or at least more money for what's going on in here, and it's gonna be a lot better when you guys are buying stock. Okay, if you buy stock for like $60,000, that should get you about $200,000+ worth of acid here that you guys can go ahead and sell. So from there, is it still worth doing this potentially? Yes or no? So it has gone up a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and wait for this to, you know, fill up, of course, since I just got the upgrade. And then this right here, so if we go over here to this little dripper, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but this right here actually boosts the speed of our acid production somehow. I'm not really sure how, but it does. There's a computer back here. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. So anyways, from there, you guys, we've got the ability now of, well, at least I've got the ability of earning more money from the mobile acid lab. Now, this is just the mobile acid lab. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to do this cell mission here in just a second. So I'm going to have to wait for, of course, this dude to make a bunch of acid, which doesn't terribly take that long. He does make a lot of acid pretty quick, especially with the, you know, the extra upgrade, and then also with you boosting the production of acid. But then here we are in the freak shop, and I want to talk about that here is just a little bit when we go ahead and do a cell mission. So we're gonna have to wait for this to fill up. It's gonna take a little bit, so I'll meet you guys here back in just a second. So here we are, bam, back in the acid lab, and it's completely full. So normally we would only be getting, I believe it was $227,000 for a cell, and you guys can see right now we're getting more like 325,200. So it's a bit more with the upgrade. And just to remind you too, I did have to pay $250,000, and I did have to do 10 DAX work missions, which accumulated me over $1 million by doing all of those missions. So, and then of course for a cell mission, we have to bring the acid lab outside every single time to do a cell mission. We cannot do a cell mission within the confines of the freak, you know, shop, whatever. All right, you guys, so here we go. We're gonna do this cell mission real quick. Now, for the cell missions, just to talk about this, yeah, I'm on one vehicle, and I've got to go all over Los Santos because I've got multiple places that I have to go with this main chaise. Granted, it's a nice vehicle, but you guys, this literally is gonna take me forever, you know? I could almost be doing anything else in the game, like setting up a Kale Perico, which is going to be making me a lot more money than doing this. So here we go. We're going to complete this cell mission, and we just did. It took me just a, you know, a little bit, because being on a bike too, you got to watch out for stuff. If you get hit, then you're going to fly off this bike, and potentially, yeah, you can get killed, and then that sucks because you're on a bike. You know what I'm saying? All right, now let's talk about the freak shop. This place is not set up correctly. This vehicle right here, the RV, I believe that this is going to be a sell vehicle at some point, because otherwise, what's the point of it? Yeah, you can call up Dax and like request a vehicle, and that's the vehicle that shows up, but that sucks. Okay, like, and if you really pay attention to this place, it is definitely not even set up. Look at this garage right here, okay? This garage right here has to be probably where the acid production is going to be taking place, like the actual big acid lab that's going to be coming into the game, to where we're going to be making even more money, because if you paid attention, Dax clearly says at some point that, like, this is just the beginning, and this is just this, like, the start of a big, massive takeover of Los Santos in the city, and get everybody tripping on this LSD. And when the hell are we going to be able to use this BMX right here? Why'd you put it in there and I can't use it? That's stupid. And then we got this, of course, you know, workshop over here, but that's to be for the customizations of the vehicles. And then check this out right here, okay? You guys cannot tell me that these shelf container things right here don't resemble anything like a special crate warehouse containers. So this is definitely, I think, where the big bunches of acid is going to be compiled. And then another thing I wanted to point out too is, you guys see all this stuff around here? It's like covered up with tarps and stuff. So there's obviously more stuff that's going to be coming into the game because this is just the first dose. And then we're waiting on the final dose, which God knows when that's going to be making its way into the game, because I'm sure that they're going to be drip feeding a whole bunch of stuff before we actually get the final dose. But who knows? Maybe the final the final dose is coming right around the corner. And then also there should be some sort of computer, you would think, to be like, I want to sell to Los Santos or I want to sell to Blaine County for more money particularly.
Bye now.
And then we got the Mark II weapon table over here, which is like, why did they put the Mark II weapon table in over here? Is there going to be new Mark II weapons? If you guys have gone over to the ammunition, all the alien guns and the taser right at this moment have been removed from the game, which potentially I could be making a separate video, but I just wanted to go ahead and point that out and talk about the Freak Shop itself, like letting you guys know there's no way that like this is it. There's got to be something more. And is there going to be a heist? I don't know necessarily yet, but we still have a long time to figure this out because it looks like Rockstar will be drip feeding this for quite some time. So anyways, from there, if you guys enjoyed the video and it was helpful, hit that like button on the way out, subscribe for more content, and thanks for watching. My name's GRAVESIGHT, and I'll see you in the next one, so peace!